back at it. You know what I'm talking about? And like I said before to these boys, man, I got both games, and to me, 2K is too stiff right now. I mean, at least for offense, like everybody want to say it's fluid. You're lying. It's not fluid. The dribbles are fluid. The game is stiff, and you can stop lying to yourself. 2K ain't what it was. Gameplay, live, presentation, 2K, off top. Damn, you a damn fool if you don't see that shit. LeBron James. LeBron James around this piece of mother. What up with it? Ryan Anderson. Del Barro, 1979.
To downtown Houston, I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard, Jay Williams. And Jay, from the land of the space program, this one's ready for takeoff.
And Ed, you have to give a lot of credit to Daryl Morey. He's done a great job in reviving this franchise. There's no doubt about it. They're on their way up.
You have to love the analytics of basketball. No team in the NBA has been better than the Rockets. Let's get ready for this one. Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Nice pass to get things going.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Down 2. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Rockets come up with it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Yes, and a foul. They'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Can't convert the free throw. Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal. Has a chance. The jumper's off the mark. For 3. Textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Bledsoe with it up top. Trailing by 4. Shot from the lane won't go. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Nurkic. Knocked loose. Rockets have it. From long range. That no good. Off the mark. Rockets come up with it. Inside, he scores.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Here comes the screen. Blocked away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Bledsoe with the basketball. They trail by 2. Bledsoe slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Have to be careful inbounding the basketball, but good anticipation by the defense.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Curling inside. 4-3. Knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
And he converts on the free throw. Bledsoe with it up top. Down just a couple. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
I got ball. That's me.
Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the top.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jet.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Nurkic. Gasol up to block the shot. That one out of bounds off a rocket. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Trying to cash in. Count the basket.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Short jumper off the mark. The follow won't go either. Rockets have the ball. To Gasol. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Has a look. It's no good. If he takes those shots, he'll be back on the bench in no time.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of...
Stuffs it down with authority.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Down 6. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Has a chance. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Bledsoe, that misses with 3 seconds left. Long key from 3/4 court, and it won't be close as time expires here in the first quarter. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Bledsoe. Rockets have the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Here's a chance from long range. Buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, knocks it down from 3.
And in today's game,
like
you have
that.
to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Now their head coach signals for a timeout. He'll get his group together and talk it all through. Substitution being made in this one. Bledsoe with it up top. Trailing by 14. Rockets have it. To Gasol. Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. And they call it.
A simple touchdown.
coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
From the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
Knocked loose. Beverly into the front court. His guys leading by 14. And he knocks it down, Jay.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Julius Randle. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Fires the three. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Bledsoe with the basketball. Down a bundle. To Julius Randle. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Julius Randle. Nothing going here on that drive. Big finish that time for Julius Randle.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Houston with the basketball. From the painted area, won't go down. Bledsoe with it up top. 14-point deficit. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Gasol. Beverly. Around the perimeter. Gasol had to rush that one, and it's no good. Randle. To Bledsoe. Beyond the arc for three. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Gasol. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
Now their head coach signals for a timeout. He'll gather the troops and talk things over. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Defense, let's go.
To Nurkic. Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay. Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2. That's the first foul in the last.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Vince Carter 20 years ago? Maybe. Not that time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Houston, number 18.
Unable to connect on the free throw. For three. Can't get the bounce. Got a piece to knock it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Rockets in control of the basketball. And a throwdown.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Great dish to set
You
it
looking
up.
like?
After
You
a
looking
miss
like?
like that, you at least have to rub your hands on your shorts. At least make it seem like the ball slipped.
I say, what you looking like? All right.
Vince Carter. And throws it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Add 2 points to the board. Late heave to beat the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway.
With the Warriors? No. With the Cleveland Browns, my friend.
Bledsoe. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
And that one is out.
Maybe you make team for me.
And it's Nurkic there for the board.
Maybe you delete team quick for me, for you.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Nurkic fires the three. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Rocking the rim.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Deep two there, won't go. Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys down big from long range. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Bledsoe, now a steal as the Rockets have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Bledsoe. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's it? That's all the celebration I get? I wanted to see a little bit more of that one.
Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen.
Go ahead, man. Hey, I was going to let you go in the paint, man. You fucked it up.
4-3. That won't go. Whoa, what a finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And Ed, when you have 7-footers roaming the perimeter who shoot over 40% from the three-point line, why take it?
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Got it at the line. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Vince Carter. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Bledsoe with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Nurkic.
Go on, Nurkic. Go on, man.
Inside, he scores.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Houston takes over.
Yeah, you doing?
Sizing up the defense. Bledsoe. Oh, surprise. He hits it. Beverly. Shot from the lane won't go.
Pick up.
Going along
out.
beyond the arc.
Ah,
Gets
come
it to
on.
go.
Who the fuck
Coach
is this
cannot
dude?
be happy with that closeout.
Who in the hell is
That
that?
confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start dragging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
To Beverly. Lets it fly from long range. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense. To Bledsoe. Curling inside.
They shot it up.
A drive to the basket, but it somehow
Trying to
stays
take
out.
advantage of me
superb
being
defense.
nice.
That's the defense
Fuck
getting
that.
there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Beverly to Carter. Fires the three. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Oh, errant pass as it's taken away. Count it.
Contact on the drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Has a look. Shot won't go. And the rebound taken by Anderson.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility.
It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. It's Rockets ball. Beverly. Beyond the arc for three. It's been a good night from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 6 from deep.
It's called room and rhythm, Ed. If you don't crowd him defensively, you allow him to have room, he will find that rhythm from behind the arc.
Little R&R has never hurt anybody, Jay. Nurkic. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That one out of bounds off a Rocket. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Five seconds, let's go.
It's a 5-second violation. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 16, Al Gasol.
For three. That's good D. Shot no good. Trouble getting the ball across half court. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Deep right corner. Counted at the line. Fires the three. Missed it. 8-second violation. It's going the other way. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
And he's giving up.
Off the mark on his free throw. To Gasol. From long range. He's done this too many times. Wide open. How Gasol takes advantage.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Oh, he can't connect. Time to shuffle things up. Gets it in the right corner. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Seconds. It's going the other way. Deep left corner. Gasol. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, he hits the three.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
That's a 5-second violation. With the interception. Whistle blows. It's an 8-second violation. Over to the right side. And an 8-second violation. It's going the other way. Free throw good. He's able to polish off the three-point play. Going to launch beyond the arc. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. Might not make many friends on the other side with that ball.
I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat them by 50, beat them by 50. If you want to beat them by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Oh, they don't get it across in time. That's an 8-second violation. Lets it fly from long range. No good.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Trouble getting the ball across half court. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. It's no good. Defender did just enough to force the tough shot.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
8-second violation. It's going the other way. And takes it away. Eight seconds. It's going the other way. Gasol fires the three. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Goes to the left side. Gasol. Jumper's good.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Gasol. With the interception, great defensive play. Whistle blows. It's an 8-second violation. Cephalosha's shot, no good. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Treat that.
come to you live on... The opening tip is controlled by the Mercury as we get this one started. Screen coming. Has a chance, and the rebound comes down to Wilson. To the rim. This one blocked down low.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Screen coming. Five on the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, that is the move of an assassin.
From in close. And count the basket inside.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Now a steal on a very lazy pass there.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Layup chance. No good. And no foul. The follow won't go either. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Here comes the screen. Down to 5 on the 24. Now straight on look for 3. And the rebound taken by the defense. Great feed. Knocked loose. Mercury come away with it. Now a shot rejected.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Sets it up and slams it down.
And ball movement is one of those great things. One of the things you learn early in this game is that if everybody gets involved, then everyone has a chance to win.
Here comes the screen. Lost it up. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Shot clock winding down. One of the shot clock. Points to 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
There it goes in. The fact of the matter is some players aren't taking that shot on a regular basis, but still have the confidence to make them when you need them to.
Layup try. And Phoenix grabs the board. Waltz it up. And count the basket. We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll get a minute to regroup and talk things over. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Come on, where you at? Where you at? Let's go. I got unlock nothing.
Goes to the right side.
Charging foul to number 20, Isabel Harrison.
To the rim. Oh, nice pass there, but she couldn't finish.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots and different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Nothing going here on that drive.
Screen, watch it.
Down to 5 on the 24. One of the shot clock. Hoists a three. Yes.
I love watching these coaches' moments. The coach was literally saying, no, 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 yes, yes, yes. That's how you make coaches look like masterminds.
Oh, nice pass there, but she couldn't finish.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
And the rebound taken in by the defense. Deep three at the buzzer. 1 quarter down with the Mercury out in front. Quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Oh, shit. What should I do?
to Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, as an East Coast guy, you've traveled the globe. You can appreciate the thirst and the passion of these fans.
There's no doubt about it. It lives here in Philadelphia. And how about only a couple of years ago, this team had just won 28 games. Now we're talking about them potentially winning an NBA championship.
They've waited a long time, and now perhaps comes the reward. Well, can't do that.
A simple touch foul.
Covington. Here comes the screen. Simmons to Redick. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Ben Simmons with the rock to Embiid. Scores from the post.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big. He doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not, and he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
Harden in possession, down by one. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Fires the three. That's good D. Shot no good. Simmons to Covington. From long range. Second effort. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Clean up in aisle 4. Repeat, clean up in aisle 4. If there's anyone from the weak side that wants to participate in this game defensively, please raise your hand.
Gotta get through this game. Get through it.
Harden. And he buries it. The way he gets to the line, you have to respect every part of his game.
He is an occupational hazard for referees. He's the MVP of drawing fouls. He constantly baits the defender, which makes the defender's hands drop, which allows James Harden to drop buckets on.
To Paul. Harden. Paul. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. To Redick. Covington. Going to launch beyond the arc. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you got to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Harden had made his first couple, but he misses there.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Harden. Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And a dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
A shot rejected by Capella.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Paul to Harden. Fires the three. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Paul. Here comes the screen. Paul. Now a steal by Philly. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Great feed. Marquise Chris rocking the rim. Sixers call for time as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Markelle Fultz to Embiid. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Now that the process has been established, it's going to be fun to see how much better Joel Embiid can be this season. Everybody heard about his arduous offseason workout program, but the thing I love about him the most, he always works on his game, even if he's dunking on random fans on vacation.
Sixers have the basketball. Fultz to Covington. He's looking for that touch.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
For three, not going down here. Fultz into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. First quarter in the books. It's the Sixers out in front. Jay, one quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Markelle Fultz to McConnell. Fultz to McConnell. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Markelle Fultz. Off the mark. Surprised he took that one.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Fultz. Has a chance. Can't connect. Not the best shot with the defender right there.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
And now Houston has the basketball. To Chris. Here's a chance from long range. Won't go down for Chris. Defense all over him. McConnell to Embiid. Stuffs it down with authority.
Joel Embiid looking to take his game to a completely different level after working out with one of the best trainers in the league this offseason. An all-star for the first time last year, averaging 23 points. Safe to say, no longer trust the process. Joel Embiid is the process.
Here comes the screen. 4-3. They have to keep him in their grasp.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Beyond the arc for three. That no good. Off the mark. To Chris. Lets it fly from long range. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Like the confidence. Tough shot there from McConnell. Rockets have the ball. Fires the three. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. McConnell. Tucker to Chris. And the finish. Slam dunk.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
New blood coming in for both sides. Fultz with the basketball. Down 5 to Embiid. Inside, he scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To Anthony. From long range. Textbook defense. Fultz into the front court. They're down 3. Knocked loose. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend. Fultz with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 13, James Harden.
Paul into the front court. Up by 3. Fires the 3. Missed it. Simmons into the front court. He'll run the offense. And stuffs it home. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Got to be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Paul. Oh, it took a while, Jay, but he hits his first 3 of the game here tonight.
Yeah, I couldn't really get one to fall in the first quarter, but he stayed the course and did a good job of squaring his shoulders to the basket.
With a drop step, Simmons to Embiid. Now Paul with the basketball. 4 points the differential as we come up on halftime. The pass set it all up. Knowing Carmelo Anthony, the competitor, you know he wants to do the same things as he was doing 5 years ago. Can he?
Well, the answer easy is no. Your mind is telling you yes, but your body is saying the exact opposite. The next step for Carmelo Anthony is to understand that he needs to keep it simple. He's a catch-and-shoot player, help provide spacing and open up that lane for other players to attack.
What the fuck? Man, get the fuck out of here.
Second violation. Simmons to Redick. For 3. Not that time. He misses. The follow won't go either. Deep 3 at the buzzer. First half comes to an end. The Rockets with the lead. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. It's Rockets ball.
Screen's coming. Here it is.
Paul to Anthony. Oh, had him going there for a second. Harden to Paul. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
The assist from number 25.
Harden with the basketball. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Has a look. Harden shot won't go down.
When I saw this team come out and warm up, everybody looked focused. They looked into the game before the game even started. I saw a completely different team at halftime. Guys were coasting around. Guys were talking to girls in the stands. Guys were playing around with the ball boys. They weren't focused, and it's showing up right now in the second half.
Anthony. Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
It's Ben Simmons controlling the offense. To Embiid. Probing the defense. Simmons. Capella to Harden.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Easy bucket. Easy bucket here.
Paul to P.J. Tucker. 4-3. Misfires. It's no good. Simmons with it. The margin standing now at 7. Redick with a shot, no good. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. Robert Covington is long, and it pays off with the 3.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down and help. Quick skip passes equal 3s in the bank.
Mike D'Antoni changing up his lineup. Houston takes over. Carter Williams. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Covington. To Simmons. Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters. But when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Redick. Simmons. Redick buries it on the catch and shoot.
We love to break this game down analytically. We even love to break it down more psychologically. But sometimes it's just about settling into the game. It seemed like in the first half, things were rushed. Now we finally see them have their composure and their poise.
Lets it fly from long range. Rebound, Saric. To Covington. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. To Covington. Fires the 3. Not easy.
And that's really good recognition by the offensive player. When you're dribbling the ball up the court, if you see the defense take his eye off you for a second, if you're in range, you let that fly because it can also enhance your chances for an offensive rebound.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Carter Williams. Into the front court comes Simmons. Counting down toward a minute to play in this 3rd quarter. Now the Rockets will use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
To Anthony. Trying to cash in. Anthony with a shot. That won't go. Here's Simmons with it up top. Leads 5. And Jay, they call the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Simmons.
First foul in the last 2 minutes.
Flushes it home.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Marquise Chris. Has a chance. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Dario Saric has really become a big part of the rebuild in Philly, and he's had improved shooting from his first year to his second year because he understands where his shots come from. He's assisted on 99% of his mix. That shows you something.
Here comes the screen. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The 76ers have the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The 4th quarter is underway.
Just a reminder,
Raptors control it. McConnell. Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Harden, nice pass to set things up. And Chris Paul, quick catch and shoot there. 4-3. When you look at playmakers from the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
To Harden. Nene to Harden. And finishes strong.
And ball movement is one of those great things. One of the things you learned early in this game is that if everybody gets involved, then everyone has a chance to win.
Screen coming. McConnell. To Embiid with a drop step. Scores from the post.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn,